Hello, welcome to Ekidel, where we train future civil and structural engineers. My name is 𝔼𝕟𝕚𝕚𝕚. Today, we want to learn what we want to learn on this video, or the area I want to concentrate on in this video is how to load our basement, analyze and design, select our materials, analyze and design, and from there we'll see any member that is failing. Is that okay? That's what we are going to be doing. So, but before we proceed, I want to say thank you to all of you that are always liking our videos. Anytime we post video, you always like our videos, and because of that, the video is going viral. So thank you very much for liking our videos, and for those who are subscribing, we want to really appreciate you especially. Thank you so much. We are grateful. Is that okay? And for those who have subscribed, thank you all. Is that okay? We really appreciate your efforts also to see that yes, we grow, we grow each day. So thank you very much. And also we are running a 49.9% discount in case you have been trying all this while to see how you can enroll for our Ekidel mentorship class. I want to say this is an opportunity for you. Understand? So we only have a limited should I say time for this. Is that okay? So that is that. Okay, we also have a software called 𝔼𝕚𝕚𝕚𝕚. I always say that software is very, very fantastic if you know how to use it. It's for your staircase, and which can help you to design your staircase within 10 minutes. Is that okay? And you achieve 85% what they call it results. The remaining 15% just for you to do one or two adjustments, and you're done with your staircase. Is that okay? All right, so that's for 𝔼𝕚𝕚𝕚𝕚. We also have a software called 𝔼𝕚𝕚𝕚𝕚. As a structural engineer, no matter how good you are in your modeling, analysis, and design, if you still have a poor detailing, it can still lead to the collapse of your structure. So, which means that your structure, your design must be well detailed. And for you to have a good detail, globally accepted detailing, you need a 𝔼𝕚𝕚𝕚𝕚 detailing template. Is that okay? All right, that is fine. Okay, so let's proceed. Let's enter today's class. So for me to load now, I'll come here. Let's say I'm starting from here. Which side? Okay, let me start from here. Let me click on this, right click and click on edit load. So let's wait for it to come up. Edit load. Let's wait for it. Okay, here we are, almost. Now in this place now, don't forget that our purpose of loading this structure, of loading this basement, is what is to our purpose of this. Let me close it. If you look at this particular basement, it's in contact with the soil. Is that okay? It's in contact with the soil. So since it's in contact with the soil, then we need to load it based on the soil load. Is that okay? All right. And some activity that might be happening around, if any, is okay. Definitely, which there are activities that will be happening around. Is that okay? All right. I'll click on it. Right click again and come to edit load. Now in this case now, what we are looking for is not a wall load, it's not partial load, it's just a wall area load. What we are looking at is soil load, because we are talking about basement. So I'll click on what? On soil load. Even your retaining wall, is that okay? That can also be done. So click on this soil load. Then once I click on it, let's wait for it. Can you see? That's appeared. Can you see it now? I'll click on it. Once I click on it, I'll wait for the property to appear. Is that okay? So I'll wait for you. Okay, here we are. So if you look at this particular place, we have a soil model. Under this soil model, we have all this information here. So for the load side, definitely what we are talking about is not passive, it's active earth pressure, because this is my wall, this is my load. Sorry, this is my wall, and this is sand. These are the sands, or the sand around by the around the wall, or around the basement, or around my structure. Is that okay? In contact with my structure. See my structure here. This is my structure. So this is sand in contact with my what? With my structure. Now in this case now, okay, I'll come to this place later. So now it's going to be what? Active earth pressure, not passive. Now this particular retaining wall, is it going to be for a long period of time or a short period of time? If your own is short, you use short. If your own is long, you put long. So our own is going to be a long period of time. Now your water table level, based on the soil report, you know the height of your retaining wall is what? Can you see? The software have automatically picked it up, which is a 3,350 millimeter. Is that okay? Now based on your report, what is the water table level for this? Don't forget that this water table level also act as additional load to this structure. Is that okay? So the more the water, the more the increment of what of the load pressure on this particular wall. Is that okay? So in our own case, it's 1002. Is that okay? 1200 millimeter. Okay, that is that. Then in this case now, I'll come to, that's all we have to do here. So I'll come to what? Settings. Now in this place of settings, can you see why this place is like this? If you want to click on manually, there's a place to check it, but in this case I'm not going to check it. There's a place we can check that. Now in this case, since we are not designed for earthquake, assuming we are designed for earthquake and we make our earthquake active, this place will have been active. Is that okay? So but we are not designed for earthquake. So what we actually need here in this place of code, we are using actually hero code, and spectral type we are using type 2. There are situations whereby we use type 1. That's when we are designing for earthquake or seismic design. Understand? But even at that, there are conditions that will make you to choose either type 1 or type 2. Is that okay? Because even in seismic design, you can still use type 2 depending on the condition given to you based on the report. Is that okay? Then that is that. On the ground type here, we are not going to be using anything here, since our structure is not in an earthquake environment. Is that okay? Because the moment you pick any value here, automatically it will require us to input what some information here. Is that okay? So that's why the software automatically, you know, close it so that you not enter anything. But the moment if you know what you are doing and you know that what you need is what do you call it, is earthquake, you are designing or seismic, then automatically there's a place to check it that you have all access to this information here. I'll now come to profile. Now in this profile now, in this place of profile, you can see the sand at the top here, which is this one. You can see the rock, you can see it here. Now if your structure we are talking about, this particular retaining wall, is in contact with both sand and rock, then you can leave it like this. But if not, if it's purely sand, then you have to remove this rock and make everything purely what? Sand, or any other type of soil that you might have. Is that okay? All right, so that's that. Okay, let me click on this. Can you see we have other type of soil? Let's assume that at the top I'm having clay. I will have used clay or silt or rock. Is that okay? So that is that. But in this our own case now, we need our own is what is sand, no rock. So I'll click at the back of this. Can you see this area? I've come to remove layer. I'll click on it. Can you see I'm only left with what? With the soil. Can you see that? Sorry, with the sand. Is that okay? With the sand. So now at this point here, what is the height of this sand? Is this that this particular structure is the entire structure is inside the soil? If this entire retaining wall, or sorry, basement is inside the soil, that means we call it a fully submerged. Just like if you are swimming, when you are swimming your swimming pool, and there are times that your head will be outside. Now the moment your head is outside, you are partially submerged. But the moment your head, both your head or your body inside the water, what happens? You are fully submerged. The same thing applicable to what? To this particular one. So there are times that your structure will be fully submerged, and there are times that what is partially submerged. But in our own case, it's partially submerged. Is that okay? So our own is a 2005. I'll come to this example of 2500. Is that okay? I'll come to this particular place and click. Can you see it now? This is 2500. But if it's a fully submerged, I'll just put 3350. I think so. That's the height. Can you see now? Fully submerged. This is fully submerged, but our own is what? 2500. So it's a 2500. Is that okay? I'll click here. So can you see now? This is partially submerged. That's all we need to do here. I'll come to my surcharge. Now in this case now we have what we call a point load and a surface load. Now we only make use of this point load where maybe you're having a pipe that is going to be passing through this concrete. Understand? You know there are situations whereby you have a point load. Understand? A pipe passing through this what do you call it? This basement. Is that okay? That basement, like all this oil and gas, where you have a pipe resting directly on the concrete. Now that point that is in contact with that concrete is that pipe is acting as a point load to that concrete. So in that case, we can make use of this. But in our own case, there's no any pipe of any sort. So I'll come here now. Since the pack is selected, I'll come to remove layer. Can you now see I have a surface load? Now, why is this surface load? Because there are activities that will be happening at the surroundings of this structure. Remember, I mentioned it that time. So there are activities that will be happening around this what they call this soil, around this basement, isn't it? And as those activities are happening here, what is happening is exerting pressure on the soil and is being transferred to this particular structure. So in that note now, so what we are going to be using here, this was the magnitude of this surcharge. We remember surcharge when we are in high institution, isn't it? So there's something called HA load and HB load. HA load are for all these small vehicles, while HB load are for all these very big trucks, all these big trucks. Is that okay? Now, and the highest activity that can happen around this structure is vehicular load, isn't it? So for human activities, the load is not much. The load is not much at all. Weight of your vehicle is far more than that of human activities, isn't it? So that's why we are going to be using that of the vehicular load. And since it's a compound, is that okay? Sorry, a church, there are activities vehicles. So for the small vehicles, we have a 10, while for the big vehicle we have a what we call it 20. That's a HB load. HB load 20, HA load is like it's 10. Understand? Though there are situations whereby it might be more than even that of 20, which is HB load, depending on your consideration. Is that okay? Like, okay, for example, if you are calculating your load in terms of a vehicular load, or which is a transient load, don't forget that there are situations whereby you are calculating for a truck, for example, and there will be a situation whereby that truck, because of the distance or because of the nature, you need a load to carry it. So you can now imagine the weight of the load plus that of the truck all together. So you can now see that definitely the value here will definitely change, isn't it? So that is that. So in our own case now, we are using 10. Is that okay? Based on our own, we are using a 10. And since we are using 10, after that, you can now, if you want your report, you can click on this report here, but we don't need that for now. So I'll now click on OK. So can you see now? Can you see the forces that are acting on this? So I'll now click on OK. Is that okay? Let's click on OK. All right, that's fine. So once that one is done, I'll click on it, then right click, and then click on copy load. Now, what I want to copy, the load I want to copy here is I'm coming. We have a wall load, we have soil load. Let me remove this. Is soil load I want to copy. I want to copy the soil load, and then click on OK. So I'll come here now. Let me paste it here first. Let's see. Click on this line, click on paste. Let me see. Okay. All right. Then right click. Let me say edit load. Where is it? Edit load. Let me see. Correct. It's there. Can you see it now? It's there. So I'll click on OK. So I can now select these ones now. The rest, I can click on this. Press my Control key. Press this. Press this. Press this. Press this. Then OK. Rotate again. Come this side. Press this. Press this. Come this side again. Press this. Press this. Press this. Come here again. Let me see. Okay. Press this. And finally, I press this. Then can you see these two have been loaded? So I'll right click and then click on what? On paste load. And let's wait for it. Okay, I think that is done. So if I check anywhere now, let's say for example this one, I can come here and click on edit load. Can you see I have the load there already? Sorry. Close this. Okay, then now don't forget that last time we have already loaded this particular trusses. Is that okay? So what I'll do now, let me check my load combination. I have to check my load combination. Okay, let me go to my analysis. Let me come here first. Let's see something. Yes, loading combination. Okay, let me see loading generator. Okay, my listed combination. This one is very important. That's what I want to confirm. Then click on OK. It's still there. All right. So I'll click on OK. So I can now come here now. Come to my edit material. for my edit material I have concrete, isn't it? So on my grade of concrete that I want to use grade 20. Grade 20. I want to use grade 20. Okay, for my concrete. You can see we must always check this to be sure, because if I come here now, here you might be seeing that it's 30. You might be in your mind you are saying you want to use 30, but what we're actually using is what, 25. So you have to come and check. Can you see characteristics compressive strength FCK is what? Is 25. So but we are using 20. So you can now see it here 20, and then click on apply to all, and then click on OK. Can you see all of them are automatically changed? I'll come to the foundation, do the same thing. I'm using a 20 here, apply to all, then click on OK. Then I'll come back to this place now. My grade of steel, I'm using a 410, apply to all, then click on OK. Okay, that is done. Come to this place again. Here I also come here, 410, apply to all, click on OK. So I'll go back again to this, then click on any of these, then I have to change this. Okay, for my column I'm using a 16. Is that okay? 16. I don't need 20. 16 should be okay. Okay, let me put 20. Yes, for some places let me put 20. Then I have a wall, so this wall I want to use a 12 and 16. Okay, every other thing remove. Okay, we can even use 20 also, but that we are choosing 20 does not mean we are going to be using 20. Is that okay? We want to work out within the range. Is that okay? I have a beam. I'm using 16. I'm using 16 and 20. 16 and 20. 16, 20. Okay. Slab. I'm using 12. I'm using 12. I'm using 12. Okay. Then I don't have a rib slab. My foundation. I'm using a 16. Okay, 12 and 16. Okay, 12 and 16. Okay. My link, I'm using 10. Is that okay? I'm using 10 for my link. Is that okay? So that is that. Also this one, yes, I don't want this. Let me remove all of this. Transverse and longitudinal. Okay, let me use 10. Also Nigerian reinforcement, let me use 12. Let me start from 12. 12. Okay. Okay, 16. Let me remove this. Let me remove all of this. Is that okay? Alright, in case you have not subscribed, I want to say please subscribe. It's very, very important. The more you subscribe and the more you like, the more YouTube make this video to go viral. Is that okay? And others who are actually looking for something like this, they will be able to benefit from it. Is that okay? All right, don't deny others from acquiring this knowledge. Is that okay? So I'll click on OK. Now that I'm done, I'll click on OK. All right, I'll then click on OK again. Come to my foundation and then do the same thing just to check. Yes, click on edit to confirm. You can see the settings are there. Is that okay? I'll click on OK. Then OK. All right, and finally, okay, this one, my link, I'm using a 410 also for my link. Apply to all and click on OK. So everything's 410. I will now click on OK. All right, so having done all of this one like this, the next thing now is to go for my analysis. I'll click on it. Is that okay? There's something we have not done. We need to do our building model check. Is that okay? I'll click on this, then click on start. So let's wait for it. Okay, I'm seeing one error. It's talking about axis. Yeah, at times you can, if it's axis, you can ignore it. Depends on the kind of axis we are having. Only one error, so we can you can fix that one. If you want to fix it, you can fix it and click on close. Is that okay? Let me now come to close. Let's see if you can fix that. Now if you look at my own axis here, hold on. If you look at my axis, all my axis here, I'm coming. Where is my axis? Did I hide it? I'm coming. Come to display, layer, come up. If you look at the pattern of my axis, there's no anyone that is at an angle. They are all either vertical or horizontal, so I can use a auto fix. Is that okay? You can use a auto fix to do that. Okay, where is my auto fix? Come in, let me. Okay, so my auto fix, let me see. Okay, you can see fix the almost or orthogonal axis. Is that okay? I'll click on this, click on it. Okay, then click on OK. Let's wait for it. All right, that is done. Let me check again. Okay, 20 is still there. Why? I'm coming. Update, then okay. Let's wait for you. Okay, let's go and check our analysis. Within analysis, let's check our analysis video model, check if it has been fixed. Excuse me. Okay, it's still there. Is that okay? It's still there. So since it's axis, not to bombard you with so many for too much time. So at times, if it's axis, it can be ignored. Understand? So this axis A20, it can be rectified. Is that okay? But because of time, is that okay? I can close this. This is an axis. It's not a major warning. Is that okay? I can go further and click on this. Is that okay? Let's see. Then when it comes to this place, I can analyze and design. But if I also want, I can just analyze without designing. So if I check this one now, this one's only this one, I'm saying analyze and design, but don't reselect. Just choose what I have selected. But if I come here now and click on this again, select this one, also select this one, I'm saying analyze and design, and also go further to choose in case my own reinforcement is not sufficient. You can reselect. That's the meaning. Is that okay? So that's that. Or if I do like this, it means I'm saying only analyze, don't design. That's the meaning. So for us, we want to analyze, design, and do all that. Then I have to do what? Check member design, what do you call it? Still member design check. I click on this. For still, you cannot reselect. Is that okay? So I'll click on start. Is that okay? So in this case now, I'm going to pause the video because of the length. Is that okay? And let's wait for it. All right, as you can see now, so it has finished analyzing, so and design. So I'll now click on what? On close. Is that okay? So that is that. So now that we have finished analyzing, the next thing, let's check our design status to now see the members that are failing and those ones that are passing the design. Is that okay? So I'll come here now. Where are you? Okay, review. And then I'll come to design status. I'll click on it, and let's see. Can you see? Even our basement load, can you see? Everything past what? The design. Can you see it here? So can you see? Everything past the design. Okay, this one is failing. Okay, this one is failing. This particular column due to this load. Okay, our still are not designed, so that one there's no problem. We will design that one. Is that okay? But this one, how to go about that will be in the next video, because I don't want to make this video to be too lengthy. Is that okay? How to handle this particular scenario, this kind of a case. How do you handle it that it will design for you? Is that okay? But for now, let's just edit this one. Is that okay? So click on it, right click, then come to section design. So let's wait for it to come up. Section design, let's wait for it to come up. Okay, so you can see what we are having. The load there is actually much. So this and this one, I'm coming. Interactive design. Okay, warning, steel bar cannot be selected. Okay, I'll come here now. All right, so let me make use of a 400 or 450. Let me use 450. Update, then reselect bar, and then click on interactive design. Okay, it's still giving us what's happening there. Okay, let me make it let's say 500. I'll not just increase it anyhow. Okay, let me come to update. Okay, then reset bars, then click on this. Okay, something's wrong. Okay, let me make this one a 300. No, 250 rather. 250. Update, reset bar, then this. Okay, this one is 0.14, 0. This, but this one is not showing short column. Okay, this one is okay. everything's okay. But it is telling me section is sufficient. It's okay, just little that is remaining. It's okay, let's say let me do 600. Sorry, 600 update. Okay, that means there's a critical load there. We're having a critical load there. That's why. Okay, why is not responding? 650. In fact, this one will even help me to explain one or two things to you. Is that okay? Let's see. No, don't forget that this one we had story 1. We are story 1. Is that okay? Not the ground floor. So it's giving us this kind of a section. Is that okay? It's giving us this kind of a section. So let's see. Okay, reinforcement can use 24Y16. Is that okay? Now based on this, it has passed our design. So but let me change the orientation. Let's see. Maybe by changing the orientation, maybe it will pass with a less section. Is that okay? So from there we know what to do. So I'll now turn this one to, let's say, 400 or 450. Then turn this one to 230. Update the set bar, and let's see. Okay, it's not working. So let's make it 600. Then update reset bar, this. Okay, yet. Okay, based on our direction, let's make it 250 for, and finally let's make it 250. Okay, interactive design. All right, so I will return it back based on our direction of steel. This one will not actually, this one will have been along the wall, but based on the architectural drawing. So, and this one, let me return it back to our 250 by 650. That's what passed the design. So I'll come here now, reselect bar, and then click on this. Okay, that's now passed the design. Click on this. Is that okay? I'll click on OK. I will say, since this is a 2025, I will definitely say yes. Is that okay? Yes, it will render it invalid. Is that okay? But no problem. So now, assuming you have done your interactive design, if I have done my interactive design and one of them is showing me this, I will say yes. But how I will now analyze it now will now be different. Is that okay? Instead of selecting, let me go back. I'll come to this place now and analysis. Can you see my analysis was it's invalid? It has been cancelled. I'll come to this place, analysis, and then come to this place and click on building analysis. Now, once the dialog box comes up, in this case now I'll not reselect. Are you getting my point? I will not reselect all of this. I will not reselect. I will have just come and click on what analysis. Is that okay? But let me just do it since I've not done my interactive design. Is that okay? Since I've not done interactive design, so I can still reselect it. Is that okay? Assuming I've done interactive design, I will not select this one. Is that okay? All right, that's fine. So let me click on it and then let's wait for it. It's still analyzing, so and design. So let's wait for it. I think I remember something that made this one auto design. Understand? So which I'm going to check now. I'm going to redo it again. So let's just wait for it. Is that okay? Okay, let it finish. Okay, let's come up. Is that okay? So I'm going to repeat it again. Is that okay? I'll come to this. Okay, you see I forgot to check this. I forgot to check this steel member design check. I forgot. I only check this once. I only check this once. So I need to check for the steel also for it for the design. Is that okay? And when it comes to steel design, so you don't need to reselect this one because it's not possible for the software to change the steel. Is that okay? All right, so I can now click on OK now. All right, so let's now wait for it for final result. All right, so you can now see that it has completed the analysis and design. I can now click on close. So if you look at it now, can you see our members are all passing the design? Can you see, except the roof? Understand? Except the roof. Can you see it? Except the roof. So you can see the roof. Some of them pass the design and some are failing. Can you see? And those ones that are failing are what? Are the trusses, the pole line, the everything past the design. So only how many? 1, 2, 3. Is that okay? These are the three what do you call it, 3 members trusses that are what or let me use word after, that are what failing in this particular project. You can see even our basement is passing what the design. So can you see it now? So that is that. So thank you very much. Till I see you next time in our next video. I want to say, please don't forget to subscribe if this is your first time. And as I said, that when it comes to subscription, you don't need to pay. Is that okay? You don't need to pay any money. You just click on the subscribe button and also click on the notification bell, and that is also that anytime we release video, you will be notified. You understand? For you to also learn and also share. Is that okay? Please, as you are watching our videos, try to share it with your friends who are also civil engineer or structural engineers. Is that okay? All right, and don't forget to also like this video, because the more they like, the more YouTube make this video to go viral. So thank you very much. We'll meet next time, where I'll be showing you how to edit this, particular member that is what is failing. Is that okay? All right, so that is that, and possibly, maybe if time permits us, we can enter into what this foundation. Is that okay? This foundation, you can see they have different levels. Can you see it? They have different levels. So how do you go about the structure that are having different levels in terms of foundation? Is that okay? So that is that. All right, thank you. Till I see you next time in the next video. I want to say bye. Sorry, I forgot to explain something. Is that okay? Now this one passed based on this section. Is that okay? It's not possible for you to have a lesser section at the lower floor and a bigger section at the upper floor. It's much more better to have a bigger section at the ground floor than having a bigger section at the top. So it's much better to have a bigger section down and a lesser section up. But in this case now, we are having a bigger section at the top and a lesser section. So therefore, we have to change the section, even though the ground floor is passing the design. So we have to change the ground floor section to be the same thing with that of the upper section. And what's our upper section is a 250 by 3 by 650. So I'll come here now, right click, come to section. Understand? Or because of, if I do that now, it will render my analysis invalid. Is that okay? So that is that. So that's just the explanation. Is that okay? So that's how to go about it. Is that okay? All right, that's fine.